When you send your child off to school, you are certain that they will be safe and protected. School is supposed to be a safe place for children to come and learn, but nowadays that is not the case. According to the CNN website Last Access on April 27, 2016, mass shootings occur once every 2 weeks in the U.S. and school shootings occur once a month on average. We all want our children to go to school and believe that they are in the best hands. The last thing we want is to get a phone call that a tragedy has happened on your child's campus. Every day is a mystery on what can go wrong in the world. Your child can be better protected on school grounds if their teacher and administrator were better equipped to handle the situations. So today we will go over why our teachers should be allowed to carry a handgun, the qualifications needed to pass in order to carry one, and the safety precautions needed while having a gun. Why should teachers carry handguns? Well, the job of an administrator or a teacher is to teach your child, but it is also their job to protect them from any danger or harm that could happen. In case of an incident, a school staff should be able to handle any situation necessary. According to the U.S. and World News website Last Access, April 28, 2016, Teresa Welsh's article states that gun rights activists argue the right to bear arms actually makes people safer because it increases the chances of someone present during a mass shooting and they'll be able to fight back with a firearm of their own or even discourage the potential shooter from acting out in the first place. Also, better outcomes of school tragedies will occur if teachers were well trained and armed. Now, we have discussed why teachers should be allowed to be properly trained and equipped for any given situation. Let's find out what the qualifications are for becoming a licensed gun holder. Before you can carry a handgun, you must pass a test in order to qualify as a gun carrier. As stated by the Texas Department of Safety website, Last Access on April 27, 2016, you must complete a submitted application, pay required fees, and pass all required trainings. The trainings also include a classroom training, written exam, and a proficiency demonstration, which is your shooting practice. Now, just because you submit an application does not mean that you are qualified yet. Some factors may make you ineligible of handling a gun. Some of those factors are felony convictions, misdemeanor convictions, probation, pending criminal charges, alcohol dependency, psychological disorders, or protective and restraining orders. Now, teachers do have to pass a background check before they become eligible to teach in a school environment. So if teachers pass that background check, they will more than likely pass these checkpoints of being ineligible to handle a gun. So we have now looked at the necessities to becoming a licensed gun holder. Let's take a look at what safety precautions should be taken while handling a gun. You always want to make sure that your gun is in a secure and safe place. Especially in a school place where you are surrounded by children, you want to make sure that it is locked away and nobody but yourself is able to access it. You also want to make sure that you keep the gun unloaded unless you are intended to shoot. According to the National Shooting Sports Foundation, Last Access on April 28, 2016, unload your gun immediately when you have finished shooting and before you enter any car, building, or home. Guns should never be loaded unless you are ready to use it. Keeping the gun unloaded while not in use lowers the risks of any accidents that can occur. This includes if children do know that there are guns on campus, it will help you be better protected and without the children having to get the gun from your safe place. If they are kept in a safe and secured place, you will make sure that no kid will be able to get it. Also, you want to make sure that your gun is separated from your ammunition. If a shooter comes into the building and it has access to your gun, they will have the gun but no ammunition. It is very important to make sure that your gun is never loaded. You also want to make sure that you never trust the gun's safety button. Just because the gun is on safety does not mean that it cannot go off. Guns do get old, and they do get defected over time, and that button may not work correctly. It is very important to just be like, oh, just because it's on safety does not mean that it cannot go off. So today we had learned why a teacher should be allowed to carry a gun on campus, the qualifications needed to be a licensed gun holder, and the precautions that should be taken while carrying a gun. All you have to do is make sure that you spread the word about how a teacher can help your child be better protected and safer in the school environment if they were properly equipped with the right weapons. As stated earlier, we do send our kids off to school, ensure that they are safe and no harm can be done from an outsider. But many people do not realize what can happen in the blink of an eye. If school grounds were better protected, they can help save the lives of hundreds of innocent people they are responsible for. Thank you.